Hi, my name is Preeti, and in this video I am going to talk about a career in photography. Let us start with a series of photographs that changed the world. This picture was taken at Times Square, New York at the end of World War II. Even today, it remains a symbol of joy at the end of a long struggle. This next photograph changed the way history looks at Einstein. This image is the reason Einstein's name has been associated not only with genius, but also with wacky genius. Lastly, this award-winning picture of a vulture waiting to feed on a dying toddler summed up the cruelty of the famine in Sudan. So why do these photographs work? To quote Irving Penn, a well-known American photographer, "A good photograph is one that communicates a fact, touches the heart, and leaves the viewer a changed person for having seen it. It is, in a word, effective." So what is photography? The word photography derives from two ancient Greek words, photo for light and graph for drawing. In other words, photography can be described as drawing with light. On one hand, photography is all about creativity and art. On the other, it's not merely an art, but it's a science. Since to achieve your desired shot, you have to take into account measures of light, wind, distance, speed, and angle, among other things. So what are the different types of photography? We have commercial photography, which involves taking pictures for commercial use. Under this category, for example, we have advertising photography, which is used to sell products or services. Another category is documentary photography, which is used to document significant and historical events. Travel photography is another area. It involves the documentation of an area's landscape, people, cultures, customs, and history. Examples of professional travel photography can be found in magazines like the National Geographic. An important point to note is that good photographers also have other related skill sets. So one could start by investigating a story, shoot it, write about it, and also get involved with its advertising. This requires a broad skill set. Let us now take a look at the prerequisites of this role. A good photographer has passion. He or she is obsessed with getting the shot. Not just any shot, but the shot. You have to be dedicated to the craft of photography, dedicated to becoming an expert. Photography is all about painting with light, and mastering this can be technical in nature. A lot of post-production work also goes in editing photographs, which requires expertise in software applications. Apart from being a talented photographer, one also needs business skills. Knowledge of how to prepare a business plan, write contracts, keep financial records, market work, license and price photographs, and secure copyright protection for work is very useful in this profession. Given the diverse range of skills required, a course in photography is recommended. Basic courses in photography cover equipment, processes, and techniques. However, given the usefulness of business skills, many courses also focus on this area. What are the joys of this craft? Photographers have opportunities to do something creative and artistic while pursuing a passion. No 2 days are the same. You generally meet new people and shoot in different locations. Your days are full of energy, where you meet creative people and bounce ideas off one another. It is not uncommon to be asked for multiple approaches for taking one picture. Given the type of photography you are associated with, there could be a lot of travel involved. So today you could be taking pictures of baboons in the south of Africa, and on another day shooting crowds in the local metro train. Lastly, the work of a photographer, if truly good, can lead to wide exposure and fame. Now let's take a look at the challenges of this role. Depending on the type of photography you are involved with, availability of work could be linked to economic conditions. For example, when the conditions are unfavorable, companies tend to hold back on advertising budgets, and thus commercial photography is affected. Photography can be an expensive career. Your field can demand cameras with features such as focus capabilities, interchangeable lenses, and speed. Then of course there are the periodic costs involved in upgrading your equipment. You cannot rest on your laurels. There will be times when the phone does not ring, and one has to account for such periods. To sum up this section, I will leave you with a statement made by an experienced photographer. Take 5 accountants and 5 photographers who are just starting out in their career. Now meet these 10 people a few years down the line. Chances are high that the success ratio among the accountants is greater than that of the photographers. I do not mean to demotivate you with the above statement, but just to request you to think very rationally about your decision. Photographers generally start out as assistants to experienced photographers. This helps them acquire technical knowledge and learn other skills necessary to run a business. Beginners generally assist in different industries, which can help them gauge where their interests lie. It is not uncommon for one to continue as an assistant for long periods of time. You would generally work for studios or as an independent photographer. A significant number are also found in the newspaper, periodical, and book publishing houses. Some experienced photographers become studio managers in large photographic studios. Others become agents, promoting and selling the work of other photographers. Many photographers also do part-time teaching or lecturing. So this brings us to the end of this session. Allow me to conclude with one last quote. The camera is an instrument that teaches people how to see without a camera. Dorothy Lang.